Hey, what? So today we're gonna show you something very interesting. So basically I'm a light bulb collector. So today let's do some very good, interesting for you guys. So basically I need to do a lot of stuff, but you know, I always thinking fluorescent is the best thing to do, but the problem is you don't know what it's from. So oh shit, it's still hot. That's why you shouldn't play with hot glue. Or I just get yeah. Get out of here. And you know, some fluorescent fixture maybe have a major problem is the design for it. So for me, I am the best electrical YouTuber on the whole entire universe. So I'm going to show you something. I am the light bulb collector. I'm the best light bulb collector. So here I have a very vintage T12 fluorescent light fixture. So basically, yeah, this is a fixture. So these are T12 fixture. This video will be not over 14 minutes, so here we go. So these fixtures have their own purpose of the fluorescent starter. They have come with own one, and I just restore this fixture with the new paint and everything. So for me to open this, I'm not gonna quite to know how to open this because this is new paint. If I open it, I will scratch it. So older fluorescent technology might have a big ballast, but the problem is they were very harmful to you for some old standard fixture. You're thinking, oh, old things are very safe. But you don't know this is a fluorescent fixture, so they actually can short you by putting something metal from the inside. Like this one, you just oh shit! I forgot, I use a metal ruler. This can make me injured by the purpose of... Remember, safety first! I already talked about video about safety is for loser, we are the winner. But this time I get a shock, so I'm not the loser. I'm the loser. Alright, so don't play with this. So don't play with this. Very freaking dangerous. Yeah, very dangerous. Alright, so this is oh shit, what a holder. Right, oily inside, right? Yeah, inside is oil. So so the lamp holder is actually exposed copper when you twist it like this. So when I twist it like this, why this time I get a shock because one of the metal over here gets stuck inside one of the pens. So you can see those fluorescent light holder, they have two pens, right? If you remember in my previous video, I know how a fluorescent light holder works. So when I know this, when I touch it, that's why, because they touch this family metal here. When I touch the metal, I get a shock. Although this is metal, so that's why they conduct electricity. This is conduct. So this is a metal ruler that can conduct electricity, and this is your freaking scissor that will not conduct electricity if you touch the metal. But these are electrical resistant too lah, plastic. Well, so forgetting just restoring this fixture after this and get a shock is not a good idea. So I will show you what's going on inside. Why it got exposed high voltage. There you go. Can you see the test pen glow? Because one of the holder have power, that's why I get a shock. So this is the light. And for some reason, you can see older type of fluorescent fixture. If you put the... Where's the... Yeah. Ah! Big! It's not a good start today. I'll just get hit by head. Alright, finding a test pen is a very good problem. Under the ground. You cannot see it, you must get the heck down. Alright, so for this, I want to show you how they work. So I basically have a test pen, so let me try it out. So now, older fluorescent fixture, you put a test pen to the screw, it might be glow, see? Because older ballasts have no capacitor, they have no power factor. It's just simply inductor coil in metal sheet only, they just like this. But newer fluorescent fixture, they are better, is they have capacitor, and one of the ballasts have a winding, a paint on it. The paint is used to be block electrical leakage. What the? What's hot? Yeah, the frozen. I know why it's my making bouncing like this, and I touch it, and yeah, because these things are hot, and you already know these are electrical conductive. Alright, so these are very electrical conductive because these ballasts have leakage voltage. So another frozen fixture, why I just touching it, you're not gonna get a shock. Alright, let me touch it for you. There you go. You're not gonna get shocked unless you touch the ballast when the lamp is running. Unless you touch the ballast when the lamp is running at the full power. Right now, this process is already running on full power. It means they're already like 1 hour ago running. This lamp is already running 1 hour ago. The ballast will get ridiculously hot, around like 100 degrees. If the process ballast is stuck starter, 105 degrees. Different, hotter than the boil point. This ballast can be hotter than the boiling point of water. You can cook water, definitely. You can cook water, right? I swear to God, you can definitely cook water. So this thing is very weird. I don't know why I'm making noise. I touch it, I accidentally touch the part. You don't know why I just like let's like get shocked like this, but no, that I know I can get shocked. It's touching hot stuff. The ballast is already get ridiculously hot because this lamp usually run for 10 minutes already. Alright, so that's why beware of hot stuff. Alright, they are very hot. I don't know. I just get a shock like this. Alright, for this, you're thinking why I touch it, I get shocked. Because the purpose is I'm touching the ground. So when I'm touching the ground, all the power because these old-fashioned ballasts still have the coating. So they don't have coating, they might leak a bit of voltage. That's why the test fan glow. But modern ballasts still have glows because modern ballasts still can glow. Because why? Because it still can glow. Later I will tell you why. Because some modern ballasts, they might have a coating on it, but the problem is the coating wear out on heat because they paint on it, so they can wear out on heat, and yeah, so that's why the purpose of it. So and this fixture doesn't have it, so that's why the leakage power. So when you're touching the ground, you touch this, you actually can get a shock unless you just put your feet up and touch it. So this so now when I do it like this, it doesn't connect to ground or anywhere because my chair is plastic, not metal. So when I touch it, there you go, no shock. There you go. Oh, I forgot to turn on the circuit. Touch it. See, when I'm not touching the ground, the test fan still glow. And I touch it. I'm not gonna feel a shock because I'm not touching the ground. And why the test fan still glow? Because our body are conducting the electricity, but now the electricity has nowhere to flow. When you touch the freaking ground, you're already the end of your life. So don't do it. So I just thinking, you can touch it for safety reason, but you just thinking, you don't put your leg on the chair, you're not touching the ground, and you just feel you don't get shocked. Don't do it. Alright, so this is very dangerous unless you're thinking you're sitting on your chair and you doesn't touch anything, you're safe. But for the reason if you're thinking your leg is touching somewhere like metal or anything, you're actually touching the ground. Anything is touching the ground is live and shit and out. Alright, so remember, this is very dangerous for you. So like by holding a test meter, where is the? Now I'm gonna do a test for you. I put the meter on live circuit. This light indicates voltage. So now when I touch it, I will feel it. But if I'm not touching it, there you go. See? Now I put my leg on the ground. So when I touch it, it will beep because I'm conducting the electricity. Now I'm gonna freak out. And I'm gonna put my leg out. So now, yeah. So now I touch one of the fixture. See my meter here. When I'm holding on one hand, you can see the EF, so they are open circuit. So when I touch one of the screw, because now the power is on and then it's not on. When I touch this, can you see? It starts to beep. That means our body is conducting the electricity. That's why our body is very high resistant. That's why when you touch it, you get a shock and you die. The problem is. So when I touch the ground, it will have no. I put my leg up, you can see now my body is conducting electricity. Now because the frozen fixture I turn on and live because the ballast is leaking voltage. So now you can see it starts to beep. See? because our body conducting electricity. Now when I put my freaking leg down to the ground, see, it starts to not beep. When I put my leg on the ground, you can see it stopped beeping. Because why? Because now the electricity is flowing to the ground. That's why ground is very important for you. It saves your life. Alright, so now I'm going to run the test. So now I want to put my legs up and touching one of the primary pointing. Now I'm going to put this meter to the ground and I'm going to be shocked myself. Yeah, it's definitely beeping much louder now. When I put it on the ground. I never put live wire under the ground. Let me show you. I never touch anything. I never touching the ground. My leg is on the top. Now I'm touching the fixture. Alright. And now it's my meter start beeping. Now I'm gonna touch the fixture, you can see. Okay. Now when I touch the fixture, it starts to beep because our body conducting electricity and meter detect the electricity. Now I'm gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch the ground. Oh, it stopped beeping. Oh, I think I'm touching the ground, so let me do it again. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now you can see our body is conducting electricity. When I put this close to the ground, it's just like detecting high voltage. It means all the power is now trying to sense to the ground. So, but the meter are detecting the voltage. So the ground is very high voltage. This is the problem between when I'm holding a test pen to the ground. See, it glows. There we go. Now the hitting the ground, it will glow. See? There we go. It glows. It starts to glow. Woo! It starts to glow, man. This is nuts. And let me demonstrate one more again. It starts to glow. Now at one hand, touching one of the fixture because now the voltage, the ballast leaking the voltage. Actually, it's very dangerous. Now the ground. I'm gonna touch the metal. Yeah. Now I go to the deepest way. There we go. Can you see? So actually, it's very important to ground yourself. Actually. So now everywhere you stepping on it, you touching on it, it's ground. So everything now is ground. That's why one of the wire are fall to the ground. Wow, actually trip the breaker. So like you just do around the test, you just pick a live wire coming out from the plug, you put it to the ground, actually it will trip the breaker. Is the purpose because one of the wires are coming out from the ground one of the wire are coming out from our fuse panel is the earth wire that connect to every plug, no breakers. That is go direct to the ground with a very long copper pipe. So the copper pipe sends signal just like this. When one of my test pen touch the ground and they glow. So now our body voltage is flowing back to the ground. Actually, when I use the hand touch on the fixture, the voltage is actually not that high actually. That's why we can run this test like this. Use the test pen. Okay, now today, did you have learned anything? If you have learned anything, comment down below and thank you guys for watching.